Folks, thank you for tuning into your daily silver news. My name is Silver Slayer, and I really need your help with something. I'm rebranding my second YouTube channel. I'm going to be covering anything and everything on that channel, from conspiracies to rabbit holes to just crazy articles I'll find, or reacting to videos, or maybe talking about gold or silver or Bitcoin or whatever the case is. I'm just going to have fun on that channel because there is a lot more I'm interested in beyond just silver, but I want to keep this channel strictly silver. So the second channel will just be more of like a fun channel to post fun, crazy videos that are mind-blowing, just stuff like that. But what should I call it? I've thought of things like the conspiracy files, the rabbit hole, slightly skeptical, the secret silver society. I don't know. Let me know down below what you think a good name would be. Maybe I'll do a poll. Also, I need you to go subscribe to that channel because I'm going to start posting on there very soon. I have a lot of very fun video ideas, very interesting stuff to dive into. And if you have any really deep things you want me to dive into, like a story or some topic or anything, I'll do some research, and maybe this could be a big thing. I'm always gonna stay true to this channel first, Silver Slayer, but I got to start a new project, right? There's a lot more to me than just silver, and I think it's gonna be fun. So yeah, go subscribe. Let me know what you think a good name would be for the channel, and yeah. So right now, silver jumps to $37, the longest split from gold prices since 1999. This is insane, folks. Silver truly is starting to take on a life of its own, like I've been talking about. So silver leapt, but the price of gold struggled in London on Tuesday, extending this stretch of diverging prices to the longest in the 21st century so far, as the more industrially useful precious metal broke 13-year highs above $37 an ounce. I've been talking about silver doing this for a while now. And that's because silver is actually useful. It's very valuable in technology and as we advance, especially with all the war going on. So jumping by 2% today, silver has now gone in the opposite direction to the dollar price of gold for 5 sessions in a row. The first such run since April 2019, and the only 6 5-day run since the turn of the millennium. That is insane. Let's watch this quick video and see what they're talking about.
Silver leapt, but the price of gold struggled in London on Tuesday, extending this stretch of diverging prices to the longest in the 21st century, so far as the more industrially useful precious metal broke 13-year highs above $37 per ounce. Jumping by 2.0% today, silver has now gone in the opposite direction to the dollar price of gold for 5 sessions in a row, the first such run since April 2019, and only the 6th 5-day run since the turn of the millennium.
So they're just saying what we already read. I do think it's very interesting, though. I think there's something to this, folks. People have asked me for so long, when they think, or when I think silver's going to explode or skyrocket. And since 2019, I've been saying by the year 2025, 2026. I've been saying that for 6 years now. You can go back and watch my videos. I've been saying that for 6 years. That's when I personally think it will, and that's just because that's what all the data shows. That's when the silver deficit would be great enough. That's when, looking at the above ground supply, the stockpiles, all of that information, the amount of silver we would need with EVs and the rate solar panels are increasing every year. 2025, 2026 made the most sense. Just looking at it from a realistic technical perspective, not even just like guessing. That's just what made the most sense. And I've said that I do think silver is going to start tearing away from gold, regardless of what gold's doing, regardless of what stock market volatility is doing, regardless of what the dollar index is doing, regardless of what Bitcoin's doing. Silver's going to do what it does because it's used specifically for things that nothing else is, and especially with how scarce it is. And I think we're starting to see that happen. So despite gold's ratio to silver and platinum moving in favor of the white metal recently, says analyst from Swiss Bank in London, Bullion Clears UBS, it's hard to know for sure whether market participants are doing ratio trades. I mean, yeah, you would think some people would be trading the gold to silver ratio. That's definitely something that I would not be surprised to hear. Let me know, by the way, if you do trade the gold to silver ratio, meaning that you would go to your LCS or wherever and you would be trading or exchanging your silver for gold or gold for silver. And you could actually earn free gold or free silver by doing so. It's just a little hard because with people paying premiums and stuff, it could be a little messy and you could lose a lot of ounces that way. But some people do trade the gold to silver ratio. So it fell today towards 91, holding above last Tuesday's 10-week low of 90.5, but sharply beneath the depression era rating for safe haven gold versus industrial useful silver of 100 plus reached during Trump trade tariffs shock of April and May. Gold's pause bodes well for the next leg higher, UBS, because bullish gold sentiment is unchanged. Gold is on track to target April's all-time high at $3,500 again, agrees strategist Nick Shields at Swiss Bullion Refining and Finance Group MKS PAMP, because the outbreak of direct Israel-Iran conflict gives a new catalyst with nuclear World War III risk. Quote, industrial metals, especially overbought ones like platinum, should be pressure tested as traditional havens, bonds, US dollar, gold take preference over industrials. Like the price of industrially useful silver, however, base metals, copper and aluminum rose for a second session running on Tuesday, while global stock markets also rose despite the worsening wars and death tolls in Iran, Israel, Gaza, Ukraine. I made a video about that yesterday, how something's kind of weird with the markets, how they're not being affected by all of this, all of this stuff happening across the world where usually it would. Over the past month, silver's daily price moves in US dollar terms have shown the same strong positive correlation with copper prices as they have shown with gold, giving an R squared of the 51.8%. Fibonacci. Brent crude meantime spiked Tuesday above $78 per barrel, its highest since late January, and more than 30% above April and May's four-year lows, following a threat from Tehran to close the Strait of Hormuz, a vital oil shipping route from Arabia to Asia, in protest at Israeli attacks on its nuclear research, military, and oil infrastructure sites starting last Friday. With gold trading $10 below the $3,400 per ounce mark today, platinum rallied above $1,260, a new four-year high when hit this time last week. This is also interesting. Silver priced in UK pounds today hit a 14-year high above the $27.40 per troy ounce. Gold slipped back through 2,500 euros. Euro silver meantime touched $32 an ounce for the fourth time since October, as the euro gold price traded $100 below April's record peak of 3,035 euros. So I think that's pretty interesting. If we actually look at, let's look at the prices right now. Silver did take a little bit of a correction as expected, 36.66. You should never see something just go straight up. That's danger. If it goes up, it's going to go down. There needs to be price stability. Prices need to stabilize, go up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little more, and the gradual approach is upwards. You see in 2011 what happened? See, look at those blue legs. Look at that candlestick. That was a huge warning sign that when it does correct, and it will, it's never just going to go up to infinity. When it corrects, it's going to be bad. And usually it's worse than even where it started off. But do you see now how there's a gradual approach where before there wasn't? Obviously, credit, we had the financial crisis of 2008. But look what's happening now. Prices are stabilizing. So if it is going to correct, it's not going to fall all the way back down to 20-something. It's going to stand its ground at 28, 29, 30, 33, 34. And now with 13-year highs, there's no resistance to $50. Look at that. We didn't build any resistance there, so that means now that it's on its way again, it's going to be extremely easy for it to go up to 50 because prices never stabilized there before. So it's all new territory. That is very, very bullish. We're on a 34-year cup and handle. I think it's actually bigger than that. I think it's like 43-year cup and handle, something insane like that. But moral of the story is silver is looking extremely bullish right now. So yeah, folks, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Let me know what you think about this in the description. Let me know what you think silver's going to do. And let me know what you think the name of my second channel should be. Make sure you go subscribe to it. youtube.com/ at more Slayer. That is right now the URL handle because it was like my highlights channel. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be posting crypto stuff on there. I'll be posting geopolitics. I'll be posting rabbit holes I find of just weird, interesting stuff, conspiracies, whatever. I'm gonna post it all in there. I want to make a fun channel that's not always so serious. Stuff to just entertain you. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a cool new thing. I like doing new things. I like starting new projects. And I definitely am excited for this, but I just want to think of a good name, one that fits, right? So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.